you think you know the story, you don't. The real one's much more gory. The phony one, the one you know, was cooked up years and years ago and made to sound all soft and sappy just to keep the children happy. Mind you, they got the first bit right when in the dead of night, ugly sisters, Jules and all, departed for the palace balls. Why, darling little Cinderella was locked up in a slimy cellar where rats who wanted things to eat began to nibble at her feet. She bellowed, "Help!" and "Let me out!" The magic fairy heard her shout. Appearing in a blaze of light, she said,
"My dear, are you all right?"
"All right," cried Cindy. "Can't you see? I feel as rotten as can be." She beat her fist against the wall and shouted, "Give me to the ball. There's a disco at the palace. The rest have gone and I am jealous. I want a dress, I want a coach, and earrings and a diamond brooch, some silver slippers, 2 of those, and some lovely nylon pantyhose. Done up like that, I'll guarantee the handsome prince will fall for me." The fairy said,
"Hang on a sec."
she gave her wand a mighty flick, and quickly, in no time at all, Cindy was at the palace ball. To see her dancing with the prince. She held him very tight and pressed herself against his manly chest. The prince himself was trying to pull. All he could do was gasp and gulp. Then midnight struck. She shouted, "Heck, I've got to run to save my neck." The prince cried. He grabbed her dress to hold her back and Cindy shouted, "Let me go." The dress was ripped from head to toe. She ran out in her underwear and lost one slipper at the stair. The prince was on it like a dart. He pressed it to his pounding heart.
"The girl the slipper fits,"
he cried.
"Tomorrow morn shall be my bride. I'll visit every house in town until I've tracked the maiden down."
Then rather carelessly, I fear, he placed it on a crate of beer. At once one of the ugly sisters, the ones whose face was blotched with blisters, seeked up and grabbed the dainty shoe and flushed it down the loo. Then in its place she calmly put the slipper from her own left foot. Aha, you see, the plot grows thicker and Cindy's luck starts looking sicker. Next day, the prince went charging down to knock on all the doors in town. In every house the tension grew. Who was the owner of the shoe? The shoe was long and very wide, and a foot got lost inside. It also smelt a wee bit icky. The owner's feet were hot and sticky. Thousands of people came to try it on, but all in vain. Now come the ugly sisters go. One tried it on, and the prince screamed.
"No!"
But she screamed. The prince went white from ear to ear. He muttered,
"Let me out of here."
"Oh no, you don't remain a bell, so you can't get out now."
"Oh, what was it?"
the prince rolled back. They chopped off with one big whack. This pleased the prince. He smiled and said,
"What's pretty or proud of it?"
Then up came sister number 2, who yelled.
"Why is it?"
The prince yelled back. He swung his trusty sword and smack. He went crashing to the ground and bounced a bit and rolled around. In the kitchen, peeling spuds, Cinderella heard the thuds of bouncing heads upon the floor and poked her own head around the door.
What's all the racket?
Cindy cried.
Oh,
The prince replied. Cindy's heart was torn to shreds.
My prince!
She thought.
He chops off heads? How can there be anyone who does that sort of thing for fun?
The prince cried.
who's the stupid mutt? Off for nuts! Off for nuts!
Just then, all in a blaze of light, the magic fairy hove in sight. Her magic wand went swish and swish. She cried. Cindy answered.
Oh, kind fairy, these are my shall be more weary. No more princes, no more money. I'll have my taste of honey.